Hello, respected teachers and my dear companions. Today, we are going to see program related to web scraping. We have performed web scraping on the GTU website, fetching the circular information. We have tried to fetch the recent circulars and secondly, all circulars. As we can see in this website, this is the recent circular section of this website, and this is all circular section of this website. Now coming to the code, first is of recent circular section. We can easily understand the code from the output first, so we'll see the output first. Okay, so over here we can see that we have asked the user to select the circular based on this information that we have provided. First, we have provided the date on which the event was held, and then the particular text, so that user will get this link that is placed in this GTU website. So in the recent circular section, we have the date and we have the link. On clicking on this, it will open in the form of PDF. So our code is working similar to this only. Coming to its working, on entering 1, user will enter input, will get the particular PDF that is linked to this number. So as we can see, our code is working and the circular got open. We can again see second input for this. Yes, so second circular is this, and which is working very fine and opening in the form of PDF. On 0, we are coming out of the program. Now I would like to explain the code. As we all know that Beautiful Soup and this import request helps us to parse through the website and helps in web scraping. Import web browser. This will help to open the particular PDF that is attached to that particular link. In this, we have created method for showing the list of circulars. So we have used show list, and we can see this is whole method, and we can see how it works to print the circular details in the output. This all things, select the circular, and everything is printed using that method. 1, this detail. Second, this detail corresponding to it. It is printed with the help of this above method that we have defined. Now, coming to the next part, we have used GTU website link as we are working on it. GTU content request.getURL.content. So it will help to fetch all the content that is linked to the particular GTU link that we have used in our code. HTML parser will help to parse this website. We have used the ID as MarkUVertical because the recent circular section of this GTU website is having the ID of MarkUVertical, and it will see accordingly and fetch all the details that are attached to this ID. Now, we are generating the list of all the elements. Again, we are creating an empty list and we'll use it in below code. So for element in elements, so we have used the for loop over here that will check all the elements one by one. So for date, we have used this. For link, we have used this. And for the text, we have used this. Now, considering the paragraph, we are finding it with the help of this one line of code. For date, at index 0 in paragraph, we have used this, and this lines of code is helping us to fetch the date section. Then circular at index 1 in the paragraph, it will help to fetch all the circulars. Then in link, so for link in L, the href will help to fetch all the links that is having the particular ID, and the rest that we have created an empty list above will cumulatively show us all the date, the text, and the link. Now, coming to the GTU website so that we can get a clear understanding of the MARQ vertical and href, seeing the source code. So the MARQ vertical that we have discussed earlier, we can see the ID of it in the source code. And similarly, the href that we have used, this will help to fetch the link. Okay. So now we are asking the user input over here. Select circular index to know more about it, as we have previously seen in the output that shown to you previously. So user will enter 1, 2, 3 according to the list we have presented above. To open link, we have used web browser.open link. And to continue, the user needs to press 1, and in order to exit, the user will press 0. So we have earlier seen the whole output first. Select the circular. User will enter the corresponding input of it. And at last, we can see that on pressing 1, we got the link to that. We got the PDF with respect to that. And on pressing 0, we have ended our code and we have ended our program. So I would like to hand over the next circular explanation to the next candidate.
Hello everyone, I am Moksha Dikshit and I am going to explain web scraping of GTU Circular. The major difference between these two programs are that in GTU websites for Circular. Let's see GTU Circular website. In this website, content will be in the form of option manner. That means in form of option A and option B. Here, the date of 28 October 2020 and option A for this content will be the first selective line and option B will be the next selective line. Now let's run our code and we can understand this process in particular manner. Here we have to choose circular from option A and B. We can clearly see that. If we press A, then circular for A will open and for PDF for that option will be open. Here are the PDF for option A. Now let's understand code for this. First of all, for programming web scraping, we have to import Beautiful Soup and request. Then after, we want to perform array and list in this program. So we have to import NumPy. And for opening circular PDF, we have to open web browser. Now the function print res for showing the list of circular that we have already seen in our output. This will perform printing operation of date and content of circular page. Here we are using ASCII concept. That's why we have taken character is equals to 65. And then after we are going to print date, and the date is present at the index 0. The date will be print by this method, and also the context will be print by this method, and content is present at index 1 in the circular website. So in this manner this function will be work. Now from GTU URL variable we are passing GTU URL for scraping the web page, and from GTU content variable we request GTU URL for encoding operation, and Beautiful Soup will pass the HTML parser. Now we create res list for future reference. ID structure and content structure will help to open circular with particular ID and date that will be selective by user. Now logic behind this for loop is to open particular circular PDF that is chosen by the user. Here the CID for circular, DID for date, and the date variable will find the DID in the GTU website source code. Now here for loop for D in variable will print the date, and this con array list will be for content of the PDF, and this links is equals to el.findAll will find all the links starting from A, and it will be stored in L array in the future reference. And here we get FD from date, corner from CID for context ID, and LARR variable will get actual content of circular. And these three attributes are used for generating FC list. And we append this list into RES that we have already created. Now let's see the main logic. If flag is equals to true, then all the information of like date, content, and link, that means PDF content, will be print. If here first of all we have to ask user for circular, that means which type of circular user want to know. Then after user have to press character from A to Z. We have already discussed that the circular are in form of option, that means A and B. If user press A, then option A circular will be open, and this will be performed by the line web browser.open link new is equals to 1. And if user want to close this session, then user have to press 0, and if they want to continue they have to press 1. Let's again see the output of our program. Here we have to enter A, and the option A PDF will be generated. And user want to exit, then they have to press 0. Okay, thank you. We were guided by Dr. Ami Choksi ma'am for this project. Thank you all for paying attention to this, and I hope our concepts are well understood by all.